Welcome to this video, guys. This is my non-spoiler-free review of Superman. Yes, the Man of Steel is back on our big screens. James Gunn's Superman is out in cinemas stroke theaters. It's just come out yesterday, July 11th, and I'm here to give you my experience of what I thought about the film without going in depth into it. What I thought, my experience with the cinema, my experience about the characters, what I felt about each character, individually, and I'll give you guys, like, is it worth the hype? And I'll tell you afterwards, is it worth the hype or not? Anyway, let's get straight into it. Firstly, let's talk about Superman, David Corenswet, Superman, stroke Clark Kent. It was believable. It was believable from start to finish. It felt that he was playing a younger Clark. He was playing a younger version of Superman, but he was still rusty around the edges. So he isn't like the be-all, the character that we know and love from like the comics, if you know what I mean. Like, he isn't the matureness that he is. He's not a veteran yet. So I'll say that he isn't a veteran yet because he's only in his. It's a new universe, so it's not going to be, a veteran. But anyway, David Corenswet was believable as Clark and as Superman. It made you really believe that he could play the character really well. It wasn't like for like for Christopher Reeves. It wasn't like for like for Henry Cavill. No way. But it was believable, and he played the part brilliantly. And I really think he'll make a brilliant Superman in many years to come. And I really believe so. Now, Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane, I really felt that she played her part brilliantly. Her dynamic between, her portrayal as Lois was brilliant on the screen, and her relationship with, Clark stroke Superman was interesting, very interesting to see. Also, I gotta say this: Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor as a villain. I think he's this generation's Gene Hackman. That's what I feel. I think he's this generation's Gene Hackman of Superman, because he played the part to a T, and it was straight out of the comic. This film felt like a comic book film. It didn't feel dark or gritty. It was like a comic book film, and that people are gonna enjoy. And I gotta say, it wasn't just me that was laughing. I took my elder brother to go and see this film, and he was laughing about the film, some of the parts of the film. The audience I was in, they were laughing about some of the parts that was in the film too, and I was just like, wow. So I'm not the only person. That was pretty cool. Also, I gotta say that it was nice to see. It was nice to see appreciation for appreciation to dogs, which were Crypto being Crypto, basically, right? Crypto the super dog. It was, I personally think he stole the show. I think Crypto as a CGI character stole the show. Why do I say this? It's because I just think that as a CGI dog, it was very believable. It made you think that the dog is real, right? It definitely made you feel like the dog is real. I also gotta say, without spoiling, I forgot to mention this, the fighting scenes in this film, top tier fighting scenes. Like, definitely up there. Like, from what we saw from the trailer as well, from like the laser thing, that was cool to see on the big screen. When he was spinning round and round and round with the laser, that was cool. So cool to see on the big screen. I also gotta say that the Justice Gang. Right, let's get to them. Okay, so the Justice Gang was interesting. I thought Mr. Terrific was the standout character of the three of them. And I thought Mr. Terrific's screen time was decent, but I wish he got more. And I felt that his portrayal of the character was one-to-one to the comic. Like it was like I was reading a comic book or watching a cartoon. It was brilliant. And I was just like, yes, Mr. Terrific is awesome. Now, Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, you guys know Nathan Fillion. He's played Green Lantern before in animated movies as Hal Jordan. But this time around, he was playing Guy Gardner in this film. And I gotta say, his portrayal as Guy Gardner, it was like, he's an actual douchebag. Like, oh, he's a douchebag, and it's like, you know, you really wanna, you feel like, you know, you remember the episode in Batman Brave and the Bold in the cartoon Batman Brave and the Bold, when Batman punches Guy Gardner? You want to do that to Guy Gardner at one point in this film. And because of how silly he sounds, but it's, you make the feeling for the characters was just there. Isabella's Mercedes Hawkgirl, she had a cool design. I wish she had more screen time though. I wish she had more like action scenes, and I wish she had some more stuff to do on the film in terms of giving her something to do, because you didn't see much. Without going into spoilers of what she did, all I'll say is that you didn't get to see much of her in action, right? Now the Daily Planet crew, dead. Like, it was definitely cool to see Jimmy Olsen, Ron, and to see Perry White, all these characters from the Daily Planet. Felt like you're reading a comic book, and it was awesome to see. And I really think they deserve to have their own miniseries. It should be called Reporters from the Daily Planet or something. They should have their own miniseries, because let's be quite frank, it'd be quite cool to have that at the DC studio. So James Gunn, if you're watching my video, take my idea, make the Daily Planet, give it a TV show or animated show, just focusing on the Daily Planet and its characters within the Daily Planet. That'd be cool to do. Now I gotta talk about Ma and Pa Kent. Very heartwarming, very loving mother and father to see to Clark. And I gotta say, this is the first time on film that we got Ma and Pa Kent both parents are alive, and the fact that Clark is Superman. That is the first time in the history, I think, in Superman films that we actually got a Superman film where both Ma and Pa Kent are alive while Clark is actively playing Superman, which is nice to see. And it was nice to see how the dynamic between Clark and Ma and Pa, it was very close, warm feeling, and it just reminds you of home. So, I gotta give James Gunn props for these two actors. I don't know who they are, but they basically made me fall in love with them. So now, like I said, like crypto stole the show, and it makes you want to buy a dog. So I'll just say that. Now, what would I have to rate this film? Honestly, to be honest with you guys, this film is a solid 9 out of 10, because there was so much funny moments, there was heartwarming moments, a lot of action, a lot of comedy. It had everything in it. The only thing I knock off 1 point was because it was short. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish it was like 2 hours 30 minutes. Like a BVS theatrical cut number. If it was that, I'd forgive it. I'd say 10 out of 10. But because it was only 2 hours 9 minutes, I'm just like, it's a 9. But it's still amazing film. Don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing film, and I'd recommend you guys taking your family, taking your family members, taking your girlfriend, taking your kids to go and see this film. They will love this film, and you will believe that this is a comic book film. You'll believe it, and you would want this film to succeed. And I think this film will do well at the box office, and I think the numbers will do great. Reviews are doing great, by the way. I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes, and I've seen Cinema Score. They've given it an A-, which is good, and honestly, that's some positive news. And Superman is also getting into the gaming sphere as well. He's on the Fortnite stuff, and it's really cool and it's really fun. So I've been doing that, playing Fortnite, and I've just been leveling up. But honestly though, I'm excited for Superman. I might go and see it again, I might not. Depends if I can get time. But if you guys haven't looked up already, start looking up, because Superman's in our cinemas. So that's all I gotta say about this spoiler-free review of Superman. I'll go in depth into a spoiler stream on the I'll do a spoiler stream, on the 25th of July. I'll be having myself, the Geek of Shiv, if you guys remember, she'll be coming on the channel alongside a special guest, which I'll announce in the next few days. You guys will hear about it, and trust me when I say this, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. The 25th, 26th of July, keep that date open, because that is when I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, and we'll be doing a spoiler review of James Gunn's Superman. And honestly, like I said, it's a 9 out of 10. It's definitely, and honestly, it's worth the hype, and recommend you guys checking this film out. Please go check out James Gunn's Superman. If you haven't already, go check it, give it a shot. If you think, oh, it's not Henry Cavill's Superman, go see for what it's worth. Give it a chance, and then you make a decision from that. But for me, I'm not here to change your mind or anything. All I'm saying is just give it a chance, and you might have the same opinions I have. But anyway, with that being said, in the comment section below, I do want to hear, what did you rate the film, without spoiling it, in the comment section. And I'm looking at you, Tevia. I know you do tend to do that. So without spoiling the video for everyone else, spoiling the movie for the people, please respect other people's opinions. I want to hear your score, and what did you think about the film. So With that being said, I've been your boy Taladia Plays. If you want to follow me on socials, it's at Taladia Plays _ on X, at Taladia Plays on Twitch, Kick, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky. You can find me there. And guys, I will be doing some exciting things in the next few days, in the next, couple of weeks. I've got so much things planned. So until then, have a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, wherever you are in the world. Make sure you like this video, share this video with your friends. Let them know your boy Taladia Plays has done a review, a spoiler-free review, by the way. It wasn't spoiled. I didn't spoil anything about this film. So, spoiler-free review of Superman, James Gunn's Superman, and whether or not it was worth the hype. And like I said, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Spoiler free, of course, meaning don't put any spoilers in the stream. Sorry, in the chat. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because when a video or a live stream that I do, you will be notified. If you want to become a member, hit that join button, and you too can become. You too can come on a live stream or a video collaboration video and all sorts. There's a list. We have a Discord server if you become a member. So yeah. So with that being said, I've been your boy Taladia Plays, and we'll see you guys next time. So have a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe out there. Peace out.